This is the Irontrader, and it is Hump Day. Now, the API report will be out today at 4:30, and the EIA report will be out on Thursday at 11 a.m. For crude and 10:30 for natural gas. This video is for information purposes only. Not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have the crude oil, your daily, your weekly, and your monthly chart. Now, let's just start off here on your monthly chart. Well, this is going to be the key level right here, okay? 86.79. Now, you can see where it went above that, but you need to close on that. That is going to be your key resistant level here. Another one here is on your weekly, okay? You have 85.83. Now, you're right above it here for the week, but look at this topping tail, okay? But again, you got the full week here. This is only Wednesday, but keep your eye on that topping tail there. Okay, now here's what we have here. Okay, so what you need to do here is you need to close above this 88.07. That is going to be key. That's what we put in yesterday. Now, that was all basically on that OPEC meeting. Now, China, yeah, they play a factor, but the OPEC meeting was key because Saudi Arabia is going to do their volunteer cuts here to the end of the year, and that's what spiked up crude. They need prices higher, especially on Brent, for over in the 90s, and they want to maintain that. Okay, so what we want to do is 88.07, and if you close above, then what we do is we come over here and we start looking at all these candles right here, okay? So what do we have here, okay? So you got 89.79, we have 89.84 here, you have 92.87, and then we have here is your 93.74. Your key level here is going to basically be this 94 level here. So if I break this out a little bit here, you can see where this 94 level right here, but it's not just this level here, but it comes all the way across. This is where when it sells down, it was holding that level. Okay, so now that's going to become very, very big resistance. So if you take this price channel going right across. Now, usually after pit close, or if you watch my previous videos here, I always have all the support and resistance levels posted for you at the end of the video here after the pit close at the end of the day. Okay, so basically watch that key 94 level here if you can close above this 88.07, and then all these, basically these candles here are going to be your resistant levels here on the way up to that area, if it can get there. Now, let's look on the downside. This is the candle you want to watch on the downside, okay? 84.89, that's the high, okay? So, again, if that is a loss, then we come over here to this candle here. You're looking at 84.65. Then we have here 83.81. And then we start coming in here on your key support levels, your 28 SMA here, sitting at 83.21 here, and then your 21-day here sitting at 81.88. But so far, this is very, very bullish. You see when this 8-day, all the price holds the price, holds the price, and then when she turns, when it rolls, then the price goes below it, then you're fighting it, okay? Then you're putting in like a bear flag situation. But right now, it looks very, very good here. So if this does sell off here, always watch this 8 SMA here so it doesn't kind of like roll over here and then go below that 21 SMA here. So watch these key level here, but watch this level here today, that needs to hold it on a closing basis. And then on the upside, 88.07, you need to close above that to go higher, and there's your big target is going to be the 94 area. Okay, now what you want to do is also watch this RSI. See this RSI here? Okay, see this? How you went into overbought territory here, and now it's kind of rolling over. So we got to see what it's gonna do. Okay, so another thing on this RSI is always watch a negative divergence. See how you have a high here, and then you have a lower high there. Then you have a lower high negative here, but you made a higher high here, and then she sells right down. So always watch that RSI here. Now your MACD is still looking very, very good here. Your green is over your red, and that's a good bullish crossover here. So just be very, very patient. Don't have an opinion going either way. All right, here now on your weekly here, always watch this 100 SMA. That's going to be key, 85.83. And look how nice this 8-day is. See, now you're above your 21 and your 50, and she's rolling right on up. even when we had this sell side, we look at this 83.53, okay, this made a higher high, but it closed below that price channel, and then it sold right on down. But it held the 50 and held that 8 SMA here. So what you want to do is watch this 8 SMA all the way up. That's going to be very, very key support level here. Now sitting at 82.03. But remember, that's a weekly chart, okay? So always keep that in mind versus the daily. All right, here on the monthly, well, this is all looking really good here because you're above your 100, your 50, your 200 day, and your 8 SMA here, which is curling up very, very nicely here. So that's going to be give you nice support here over for the longer term. And the only one you're going to worry about here is right here, is this 86.78 on a closing basis. That's going to be the key level. Okay, let's take a look here at the old natty gas. Okay, natty gas here, your hourly and your 4-hour chart. Now, you put in a pretty good a low right here. This was actually where the double bottom was right here. Okay, so that was a nice good run up. Now, you put in a really nice low here, okay, versus these candles right here. Okay, so that's what we were looking at 2.54, and you put in 2.55. So you got a higher low in there. That's always good. So let's just look on the upside here. What we need to do is you got to watch this 50 SMA here. Okay, you're sitting at 2.62. If you can get above that, then we come right down here to this 2.66. That's your 200 SMA here. And then if you can get above that, then we come up to 2.69. Now you can see on this chart here how, see this double top right there? That was your tell right there that she's going to sell off. Anytime you usually have these double tops like this and you can't get above, then she's going to sell down. So this was a really nice short here yesterday. So now we got to see how we're going to do here today. If we could scalp the long here for the natty gas here. So on the downside, you want to watch these two key levels here, pretty much pinned at 2.58. That's your 8 SMA here and your 21 day. And then your retest here is at 2.55. But right now we're looking, looks like here, like that double top kind of played out here. So we got to see if we can just kind of rally up here. If we get above all these SMAs here, then you can go there and retest. Now remember, there is that gap that's going to be up here, and then right there, there's your fill. Okay, so always keep that in mind here. Now on your 4-hour chart here, well, you're looking really good because there's that double bottom, and then there's your double top right there, sold right off. But now we have to worry about all this congestion right in here. So you're looking about that 266 area. If you can get above, then we can have the big retest here again. The question is, can it get above? But then again, this is natural gas, so you know you got to be really. This is wet and wild all the time. So, but now look, RSI is looking very good here. Okay, so that looks like it's curling up. It's holding. Then your RSI here on your hourly chart here, that's looking okay. And your MACD, you still have the nice crossover here. That looks like it can work out. If you can get past that midline, we'd be okay. And hopefully this one here would curl back up here and get some good action here in the natural gas. All right, let's take a look here on a daily and a weekly. Okay, your weekly, well, you got basically two key levels here. On your downside, this is the level you're going to watch. That's basically 2.52. And then on the upside, this is what you want to watch here, that 2.65. Okay, so everything is kind of jammed right on up here. But again, if you can get above that, then we just look to keep the next candle there, which is basically that 2.86. That would be the upside target there. Okay, here on your daily chart here, well, you know, you had a really, you know, this is that double top right there. That's what you got to be very careful of when you look at these candles here. And then after you made the double top in, you put a lower high in, and then boom, all the way down. So now here on the downside here, well, you know, we want to watch basically right here. Watch this candle here. That's sitting at that 2.54, and then watch your 100-day at 2.5. And then if that's lost, then we come over here to 2.45, and then your candle right here, that's your big retest sitting at 2.42. On the upside here, this is all really clustered here. So basically 2.66. That is your 8, your 50, and your 21 day. If you can get above, then watch the top of this candle here. This is sitting at 2.708, but that's the gap. And then this here is 2.735. That's the fill. Okay, so those gaps and fills are usually like magnets to a fridge. They'll usually get filled here, okay, or at least run up to the gap and then try to work yourself up there. Now, again, if you can fill that gap, then we go to this retest up here, basically at 2.8. 2.86 is what we're looking for. And then your big boy there is this 2.87. And then obviously if you can get above, then we can do the retest. But if you look at your price channels are still very much intact here. You're just working a nice sideways action. It's been really, Natty Gas has been really a good trader. I use the KOLD for the short ETF, and then BOIL and UNG for the long. So let's just see how it all shakes out. But you need a catalyst to get this thing ripping. But remember, seasonality is coming up here very, very close here. So you got to remember, winter's coming up here. If it's going to be a hard winter like they're saying here, then Natty Gas could rip really, really good. Okay, let's just see where we were here last year. So look at that. See? Bam, way up there. And then she just came down sideways. So always just keep that in mind and have patience when you're trading natural gas. All right, thanks for watching. I'll have more for you later today, probably later this afternoon here on the crude oil and on your natural gas. And thanks for watching.